Aloha! My name is Irina.
And I'm Devon, and we are
Just Be Out. We create informative videos to help you get the most out of your vacation. We will show you the most popular places to stay around the entire island of Oahu. We've put together 10 parameters that we will use to review each area.
For example, distance from the airport, price for a cab, price per night.
Things to do, restaurants, shopping.
For those who love shopping, of course, we have spa, beach access, parking, advantages and disadvantages of staying in that area.
We won't be going into details of specific hotels. We just want to give you an overview of where to stay on Oahu in general.
We are starting off on the west side of Oahu in gorgeous and peaceful Koolina.
It is a place of joy for a reason. No, literally, it is the translation from Hawaiian, the place of joy. Koolina was considered a sacred place by Hawaiian chiefs and royal families, and it has been bringing joy to the locals for centuries.
Koolina has 4 major resorts.
Beach Villas by Ola Properties, Four Seasons Hotel, Disney Hotel Aulani, that is right behind us, and Marriott Koolina Beach Club.
The distance from the airport is about 13 miles.
Or roughly takes 30-minute drive with no traffic.
The price for a cab is roughly between $80 and $100.
If you take a regular standard airport taxi, but if you choose Uber or Lyft, it goes from $50 to $80. There is also shuttle service available. You can go to the website shuttlefare.com. We will also leave a link and compare different shuttle services and prices. For example, a shuttle service for up to 5 people is $50 one way from Honolulu International Airport to any of the Koolina resorts. But you can also source different pricing if you just a solo traveler or a couple.
So let's talk pricing. Pricing per night starts at about $300 and it goes on up depending on what hotel you book. Obviously, if you choose Four Seasons, it'll be more expensive.
And it depends also on the season. Right. If you book during winter time, it will be a little bit cheaper, or if you book on holidays or summertime, it will be more expensive. Now, the beach villas are not the villas you might think of. They're actually more like apartments with full kitchen. So if you travel with the entire family, that might be a good option for you.
And let's talk about one of our favorite parts, which is restaurants.
You know we love to eat if you have watched our vlogs. There are plenty of restaurants here in the resorts, and they are pretty high-end too. And you can go in between resorts, try restaurants in one resort, and walk to another resort and try other restaurants. You can stay here for the entire week and eat in different restaurants every single day. There is also a small mall-like that you can actually walk to from your resort.
The complex of the resort. Correct.
And you can get few other options
There's
of
Starbucks
food
there and a few restaurants, mom-pop stores.
In Koolina, you can also find famous Paradise Luau. Luau in Hawaii is a must-try. Not too far from Koolina, you can drive to Kapolei town, and you can find lots of cheaper food options there.
Now let's get into some shopping.
Koolina has a small shopping center, and there are a few boutiques here in the hotel, but you can also drive to Kapolei and shop at their mall, Kapolei Commons, or if you want more of a fancier shopping, then you would have to drive all the way to Ala Moana Shopping Center or Waikiki.
Right, which is about 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away, depending on traffic. As far as spa goes, well, spa ranges in price. Of course, it depends on what you want, but we would recommend you just contact the hotel of your choice and ask them what type of spa services they provide.
When you come to Hawaii, you come for the beach, of course. Here the hotels are all beachfront hotels, but there is not a regular beach here. There are actually 4 gorgeous lagoons, and they're pretty good for kids. They're shallow, they're great for beginner swimmers. Yes, there are no waves, and a very nice quality of sand. It's pretty wide, it gently slopes down into the water.
It's easy to access all 4 lagoons. There is a paved path connecting all 4 of them, so it's very easy.
If you prefer to go on an actual beach, there is Paradise Beach Cove. It's very small, and it's also protected by the reef, so the water is calm there. There are no waves, but if you walk a little bit further, there is a small hiking trail. You can go to Electric Beach, which is famous for snorkeling, turtle spotting, surfing, or if you decide to drive, it's just 5-6 minutes away from the resort area. Or you can go to any of the west side beaches.
That's right, and we did a full review on most of the popular west side beaches, so be sure you check that out. We'll leave a link in the description for that as well. Now let's talk about parking. If you decide to rent a car to explore the island, you're gonna need to park it.
And here at Koolina, there is absolutely no street parking. Only beach villas offer you free parking, but other resorts will charge you. We'll give you some examples. Disney Hotel, the one that is right behind us, charges $37 for self-parking. Marriott $40, and Four Seasons, of course, $45, the highest.
So what is there to do once you're here?
Plenty of things.
Right, there's a water park not too far from here at all. It's an actual water park.
It's
Slides
probably a 10-minute drive.
Tide pool, correct, about 10 minutes. Tide pools, it's great for kids, and if your kids love water park, not too far at all.
Train museum, which is very cool. They have
vintage trains.
So many little trains, a personal train collection.
Yes, a collection.
And the entire town of trains with different scenes was built there. And you can take a train ride on a vintage locomotive.
Yeah.
If you like hiking, there is Maili pillbox that you can see in the distance.
Also, there's Kaena Point, which is to the far west, northwest of the island. It comes to a point, and it's a great hike. It's flat, a little rocky, but if you're gonna do that hike, again, we suggest water, umbrella, hat, whatever you need.
30 minutes from Koolina, there is Dole Plantation, very famous place for tourists. About 45 minutes to an hour drive is North Shore. Here, the resorts, you can do snorkeling. They do yoga classes. You need to find out which resort offers
Paddleboarding.
Lots of kids activities at Disney resorts.
Right.
There are so many pools in each resort. In the Disney, they do little shows with characters. They just walk around on the property.
Helicopter tours as well, right?
Yeah, there are actually several helicopter tours here at Koolina, so you don't need to go far to take a helicopter tour.
Let's get into some advantages and disadvantages of being out here on the west side.
Well, the main advantage is west side is drier, so if you decide to visit during the winter, you will encounter less rain, hence more sunshine.
The lagoons, of course, which is great for beginner swimmers and for kids. As we mentioned before, there are no waves, the water's calm, it's clear, it's beautiful. And right behind that, you have the golf course. So if golfing is your thing, it's a beautiful 9-hole, 14 holes, or whatever it is when it comes to golfing.
Another advantage is that all the resorts are close together, and you can walk in between them to explore each resort and amenities that it offers.
If you want to talk about beauty, located right behind the resorts is beautiful, pristine ridges with beautiful white clouds. It's like a painting. It's so amazing when you're here. The view is just phenomenal.
Overall, it's very peaceful in here and
Quiet.
relaxing. Yes, quiet. You're more away from Waikiki crowds. The only people that are here are just people who are staying in the resorts.
Right.
There are not too many locals that come here because, again, parking is very limited, and there are only few small parking places for public access to the lagoons.
Right. Each lagoon has its own little private parking for that area. It's public, but it's very, very, very limited.
Another advantage being on the west side is you get gorgeous sunsets every day.
Absolutely.
You're in primo location for that. There are not that many disadvantages here if you're just a shopaholic and love
Right.
to shop.
And you like high-end shopping.
And then you would need to just take a bus, a car ride, shuttle, whatever it is, to Ala Moana shopping center or Waikiki. And being that it's tucked away, there are less choices here, hence it's a little bit more expensive. Well, and plus you get all these high-end resorts.
Right, but for those who like bulk shopping, there is Costco. So all you Costco fanatics out there, there's a Costco here that you can get your stuff.
Yeah, if you get a family villa with kitchen,
Right.
you can save on your groceries. There are a few hotels by the airport and in Kapolei area, but we're talking about the most popular places to stay on Oahu. And next, we're heading to the North Shore of Oahu. Just be out with us. Mahalo for watching Where to Stay in Oahu series Part 1. In Part 2, we will show you the best area where to stay on the North Shore of Oahu. If you find this video valuable, please like, share, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the bell notifications to be notified when the next video is posted. See you in Part 2.